If you've ever looked at your life and wondered how you can add a little bit of whimsy to it, then this is going to be the video for you. Hey guys, what's going on and welcome back to my channel. My name is Hope if you're new and I'm really excited that you're joining us today. One of my life's goals is to add as much coziness and whimsy to my life as possible. And I've gotten pretty good at it. I love making different habits, rituals, routines. I love finding different products and services and just really searching for those things that make life more interesting. I am a really big believer in making everyday life feel a little bit more elevated, and I really like the term whimsical just because I like to look for the magic in the everyday thing. And so today I thought I would share the 7 different things that I've really been loving lately. This is kind of a mix of different products, different services, habits, routines, just a good mix. It's definitely something where I kind of tried to look at what I'm doing on a daily basis and what's just been bringing me a lot of coziness and comfort lately. And so I thought I would share them with you. So in case you're looking for a way to add a little bit of whimsy, add a little bit of coziness, and really just try to make your life special because it deserves to be, then go ahead and keep watching. Number 1 on my list is my weekend record ritual. This is actually something I started doing with my partner. We would go to Goodwill on Sunday, find a new little vinyl, bring it home, and then we would listen to it while we were making our Sunday morning breakfast. And I absolutely love doing this. I have found so many different artists and so many different albums that I probably never would have listened to. And we will honestly grab just about anything. I think got like a jazz record the other day, and it was just so fun. It's definitely one of my favorites. I've been playing it a lot during dinner time as well, but it's one of those things that I've really been enjoying because it combines a lot of my favorite things. I get to spend time with my partner, we get to listen to music, we get to make breakfast and enjoy some food, and it's also really affordable. At the Goodwill I go to, records will range anywhere from 69 to 99 cents, and then sometimes we'll find a record where it's like the 50% color tag of the week, and so we'll get it for 50 cents. So I think why I love it is because it doesn't require a lot of time, it doesn't require a lot of effort, and it's also been really affordable for us to do. We're able to expand our physical media collection at home. Not only do I get to look back on them, but it's also one of those things that really gives me something to look forward to. When I know we're approaching the weekend, I just get so excited to see what's at the thrift store. And of course, when we go, we usually go through and look around a little bit. So we'll find some trinkets, maybe we'll look at different furniture pieces, and so it's kind of like a little Sunday morning ritual for us to go to Goodwill and do a little bit of thrifting before breakfast. Number 2 on my current comforts list is wearing matching sets at home. This is honestly one of those things that I will swear by. If you guys have even seen a few of my videos, you will know how many robes and different little PJ sets I have. This one is from a brand called Jasmine Silk, and they are very kindly sponsoring this portion of the video. Everything I've ever tried on from them has always been just super breathable and lightweight, which I really appreciate. I think they might be my favorite brand for summer for that reason. I live in the desert, as many of you know, and we are officially looking at temperatures of like 108, I think, at this point, and so I've been having to swap out of my winter and fall robes and even some of my spring ones and just kind of opt for things that are a little bit more breathable. So that is reason number 1 why I love Jasmine Silk. Reason number 2 is that it's made from premium mulberry silk. You guys know I love thrifting, and I've gotten a lot of different robes that have like a satiny silky material, but they're never like 100% silk. And this has honestly officially sold me. I've never realized how different it feels when it's like an imitation versus the real thing. It just looks so pretty, and I have the matching set on underneath. Let me actually show you. So this is the robe I've been wearing. It has one tie that goes on the outside, and then it also has one of those like inner ties. As somebody who honestly lives in a robe, it's always nice to see these because I know that they're actually going to remain closed. So I really like that. And then underneath I have this cute little camisole top here with matching pajama shorts. I just think it's so cute and it makes me feel so whimsical, so cozy. I think it's just one of those things where I used to always wear like really big t-shirts just kind of around the house. You know, the ones you get when you're traveling, or I used to work a lot of different events and then they'd give you like a giant shirt at the end of it. Well, those used to be pretty much all I would wear at home, and then I started just kind of experimenting with wearing different robes, and it honestly immediately made me feel so much more put together. And then now I'm wearing these cute little matching sets, and it has honestly elevated my everyday life so incredibly much. I just find them to be really comfortable. This just feels really elegant, and I think that especially as somebody who works from home, I'm constantly trying to find ways for me to feel put together, and that usually looks like just getting ready in the morning. But even then, sometimes I'll stay in my pajamas for a little bit longer than I'd like, but when I do it in this, it makes me feel really fancy, and I don't know, I've just been really enjoying doing this lately. I also wanted to mention how affordable this is for such a luxury style item. I feel like they do a really good job at making kind of like luxury sleepwear like this a lot more accessible to just the everyday person. They had another color on their site that I was kind of eyeing, so I might go back for it, but you guys know I had to start with this green color first. So a huge thank you to Jasmine Silk for sponsoring this portion of the video. I'm gonna go ahead and link my robe as well as the little set underneath down below in case you want to check it out. Number 3 on my current comforts are morning pages. I've honestly been doing this for a while, but I've been really on top of it lately. Every morning, either initially when I wake up or a little bit later, like during breakfast or something, I will grab my journal and I'll do 3 pages of just stream of consciousness. This has honestly been like therapy for me. I cannot tell you guys how many things just kind of come out of my mind when I'm writing these pages. Sometimes I'll have really good ideas. Other times I discover how I'm really feeling about a situation. Other times when I don't have that much to say, sometimes I'll write like a story. I'll write down just how my day went yesterday. I'll write down things I want to get done today. It's really just one of those things where you're writing down whatever is hitting your mind. I kind of treat it like a brain dump, but in a written format. It's a little bit more in depth. I would highly recommend this to honestly about anyone. It has been so helpful for me. My biggest thing is before I started doing it, I thought that I would never be able to write 3 pages in the morning, but as soon as you start getting into it, it flies. Time honestly flies by when I'm writing, and I would highly recommend picking it up even if you don't do it every day. Whenever you're able to, go ahead and just grab a piece of paper and a pen and let your mind wander, let it go. Number 4 on my list is incorporating a phone-free hour every night. I've been on a really big digital detox kick lately. I like to do them every now and then, but I'm really trying to incorporate some aspects of my digital detox just as things I do every single day. Sometimes what I used to do is I used to take at least 1 day a month with my just no phone rule, but if I'm being so honest, that is kind of difficult if you're trying to maintain in contact with people. And so what I ended up doing is I said to myself, okay, every single day I'm going to sit down and do nothing related to any sort of digital media. No TV, no phone, no music, nothing like that. Just me kind of existing in my house. Sometimes I'll pick up a craft, other times I'll do some yoga, I'll do a meditation, I'll play with my dogs. And realistically, I probably spend more than an hour doing that every day, but there's just something about telling yourself that, okay, for the next hour, I'm going to unplug. I'm not going to think about work, I'm not going to think about school, I'm not going to think about family, friends, nothing. I'm just gonna be in that moment with myself, and that's just been something I've been really enjoying lately. Whoops, okay, sorry guys, my camera actually just overheated, so I'm going to be finishing the video on my phone. But I was basically just talking about how I feel like taking some time without your phone can be really beneficial, and if you can go the extra mile and take time without any media, it has been really life-changing for me. Number 5 on my list is making myself a tea tray for breakfast every single morning. If you want to talk about how to make your everyday life feel elevated, put every single one of your meals on a little silver tray. You guys, it's so fun. I got this silver tray from Goodwill. I literally got it for like $1.99 or something. I make my coffee, I put it on a cute little coaster, and then I find a bunch of cute plates, also usually from a thrift store. Make my breakfast. Sometimes I'll do different like little napkins on the side. You know, like those fabric ones that sometimes have stuff embroidered on them. I'll find some of those. I'll put a candle on it and I'll light the candle. I will sometimes put like different rocks and crystals, things that I just kind of feel pretty, flowers. I'll go outside and pick some rosemary just because it smells really good, and I'll sometimes put like a little sprig of it on the tray with my whole little spread, and it is honestly perfection. I have never had such an elevated experience than when I'm in my silk pajama sets, eating my little toast and eggs and sipping my coffee or tea off my little silver tray. Like, it is honestly the best kind of elevated experience that I have in my day-to-day life. Usually during that time is when I've been doing my morning pages. Like I said, sometimes I'll do it during breakfast, and so I tuck my journal on my tray, walk outside, and soak up a little bit of morning sun while I eat my breakfast, and it is honestly just such a nice experience. I think I was the type of person who constantly rushed through breakfast. I never really took time to enjoy it. I always was last minute, and so I would kind of rush through breakfast as a means to an end instead of like an experience. And so that's one of the reasons why I started to go to bed a little bit earlier, and then also also wake up a little bit earlier. That way I actually have the time to sit down, relax, make it into an experience, and slow down. Number 6 is actually where we are sitting right now. This is my little meditation corner in my home office. I've got some candles in here, my fern plant, which is struggling if I'm being really honest. I have my yoga mat behind me. I usually will open up my window and just kind of let the fresh air come in the morning. I've always kind of struggled when it comes to trying to find time to meditate, not because I don't have the time, but because I just don't like sitting still for that long. And for that reason, I used to do a lot of active meditation, as I called it, which was basically where I would meditate while doing another activity. So walking was a big one for me, but lately I've been trying to get better about doing nothing. And so I'll lay out my mats. I don't know why, but usually when I'm meditating, I like to hold something. I think that I'm naturally just kind of like a fidgety person, and so I got some marbles and I'll just kind of hold one and roll one around while I'm emptying my brain and letting myself just sit there. It's been bringing me a lot of comfort, and I think that having a dedicated space in my room for that has been really nice. I actually ended up moving my computer to another room in the house. My partner and I are now working back to back, and so we do like a body doubling thing where we do timed work sessions at the same time, and so we really wanted to be in the same room together. So my home office has kind of turned into a space where I can just kind of be. I don't really have any tech in here, and so dedicating this corner of the room to meditation and journaling and just kind of my thoughts has been really nice. And so I would really encourage you to find some sort of place in your home that you can mentally tell yourself is only for meditation or is only for journaling or letting your thoughts kind of run through. Would in fact really recommend that one. And finally, number 7 has been writing on my typewriter. I found a typewriter at a thrift store well over a month ago now, and I have been using it to do like a little daily memory log at the end of the day. It's kind of been like my diary whenever I don't want to physically write something out. I've also been using it a lot to write out my to-do lists, and I just feel like it has completely elevated that experience for me. So instead of just jotting down what I want to get done on like a little sticky note or something, writing it all out on my typewriter and kind of posting it to my computer or putting it into my Filofax has been so fun. Obviously it's a little bit niche because I know that a typewriter isn't something that everyone just has, but having something that makes something you typically do one way feel a little bit novel is really key to living life in a cozier and a little bit more whimsical way. I feel like when something feels novel, when something feels a little bit unusual, it tends to make it a better experience for me. And so sitting down in the morning or at night and writing on my typewriter has just been such a fun thing for me to do. Those are all the cozy and comfy things that I've been really enjoying doing lately. I really hope that I was able to give you guys a little bit of inspo. Maybe you now have some ideas of things that you can incorporate into your own life. And if you guys have any good ideas for me, definitely feel free to leave them down below in the comments. Don't forget to check out Jasmine Silk. I will be living in this forever, probably. I'm so comfortable right now, you guys. And it's really hot in here. That's probably why my camera overheated. But thank you guys again so incredibly much for watching today's video. It honestly means the world to me, and I'm so incredibly happy that you're here. I really hope that you guys have a beautiful rest of your week, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye guys.